Hello. This is going to be the first video on the Equivocal YouTube channel. So everybody knows, equivocal means open to more than one interpretation or questionable in nature and uncertain. So I'm not going to be recording on my phone. This is for the first video and the first video only, unless I change it later on. But this will be, after this summer, this will be my friends and girlfriends last year in college. For basically every single person, except for me and one other who may be taking an extra semester. Because of other reasons I'll get into at another point. It's their senior year. And I want to document that experience. It's a natural, normal thing, and I want to document it rawly. I found a camcorder. It's like $100. I'm gonna get it in a couple months, and every video on this channel will be on that camcorder. It just be raw and authentic, and not a phone in someone's face. Be an actual camera. There's a deer walking in front of my car, actually. That's hysterical. But yeah. So I made a page called Equivocal365 on Instagram about 3 years ago at this point, and I used it to document pictures of things I thought were cool, and then later on, once I started college, I used it to document outings with my friends and anything actually. And eventually, not that the page died out, but through falling out and just through things happening, I lost that touch of taking pictures of everything. And to me, it felt so unauthentic to pull a phone out, even though every picture, believe me, was authentic. There will be some people who will know that they are authentic because they're not posing their faces. They know who they are. But I'm going to document this publicly. I have no interest in gaining views or traction or a huge subscriber base from this. This is simply just my goodbye letter to everybody. And that's just the kind of person I am. For our first Secret Santa as a group, when there was originally 20 of us and now there's like 8, I wrote everybody a handwritten letter asking them questions, just talking, really. And that's who I am, authentically. So I'm gonna make a YouTube channel out of that. And there may be little spritzes in between that aren't just my college friends. A little insight into me. Like a tour of this bumfuck car. Maybe a tour of the town that I grew up in, that as much as I don't want to be from there, it holds a place in my heart. So, yeah. And this is just my journey. I'm gonna document it every step of the way. I'm not an editor, I'm not a recorder, even though I may have impromptu recorded a wedding about a week ago, well, maybe even less than that actually. Don't ask me. I'm no videographer, so everything will be real. Just through someone who has no idea what they're doing, just pointing the camera in people's faces and recording moments. I plan on splitting up the videos, so sometimes it will just be like a day, and it's a day in a video. Or maybe doing introductory videos where it's like, this is this friend, this is this friend, and just going off of that, and me recording them, and then voicing over and including spritzes about them that I know, so that it gives you more insight. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't have a plan. And I think that's the fun part, is this channel is just going to be the documentation of whatever the hell senior year ends up being for them all. And as much as it pains me to not be with them, I'm still going to enjoy every moment of it, because they're my friends. And we went through 3 years of college together, all at different starting levels, by the way. 3 of the people who were graduating when we met them were sophomores. So, actually, one of them was a junior. 2 sophomores, 1 junior, 1 gap year. Very confusing, but somehow majority of them ended up in what should have been my graduation year. So I'm gonna enjoy that moment and cherish it forever, because These 4 years have been hell, but they've also been heaven. I've never had friends like this before. Never had experiences like this before. And it's something I'll hold in my heart forever. Plan on staying friends with them, but life is unpredictable. I planned on staying friends with my friends from high school, and I only speak to 2 of them, and I go to college with them. So, you never know how life works out. And I hope it doesn't work out not in my favor. But that's what this is. Documentation of life. Enjoy.